Grab a seat.
Hey, I'm Miles, very nice to meet.
Appreciate you coming to the class today. We're gonna talk about gravity.
Gravity? Now I feel like you're messing with me. Ain't much to know, just an apple and tree. Make stuff fall down on the earth and see. I think I learned it all back in elementary.
Okay, hold up a second. There's a lot more history you didn't mention, so pay attention and observe, cause today you gon' learn about the whole damn world. Let's start with the first, Aristotle and Socrates, spitting out their philosophies. Everybody gon' rock with these.
So you're saying that they knew about gravity way back in Plato's Academy?
Not yet, but Aristotle had a notion, started talking about natural motion, trying to say that the way that the space is flowing was all made by the first creator and remains unbroken.
So that's this unmoved mover, see? And there's no force or gravity. And if everything started with him, of course, then you don't need to ask what came before.
For sure. Skip to the 1500s, Kepler was starting to ask what's up with elliptical orbits. He's the first endorsing that orbits in space are based on forces, and that's a really big win.
You said Kepler? I never even heard of him. This mutual attraction he's unpacking is what ends up becoming the gravity we're here tracking?
Exactly, but still not clear at this time position.
Gilbert said this action was magnetism.
So we still need Newton to come round.
For him to step up and lock it down.
The 1660s is where we see a Newton understanding of reality. Unifies the physics in the skies with the physics on the earth.
And we get gravity.
That's the real cool thing that Newton found, is the reason the moon still circles round us. The same force that brings apples down in, the same force that has us surrounded. It's boundless, connects all things without miss, based on the mass and distance throughout it. But it's a weak force, so we're only grounded because Earth's mass is so resounding.
Damn, you gotta chill for a second. If Newton was really all that, like you mentioned, then how come he relied on God out of the gaps? What's up with that?
That's a good point. Newton was a theist. His work used religion and science as a hybrid like a Prius.
Jesus.
Exactly. So actually, he said God fixes instabilities when they happen.
So you're telling me that Newton, world-renowned physicist, couldn't explain planetary orbits without divine intervention?
That's true. Newton used God to fill the gaps in his knowledge.
But now it seems like religion and science, they're naturally opposed. You can't have both at the same time.
I hear what you're saying, but that's a whole nother conversation. Let's get back on the timeline. One final guy who helped find the guidelines. He redefined or find the ends of time. If you want to talk gravity, you gotta talk Einstein.
Oh, Einstein, I'm prepared.
Let's hear it.
E equals mc squared.
Anything else?
Nope.
Solid.
Damn. So break it down. What I gotta know?
Einstein is breaking open everything we think you know. He's got a problem with Newton's message. Cause Newtonian gravity, amazing as it had to be, it don't explain Mercury's precession. So instead of this, force is an object source with enough mass that has the capability for the matter to redefine bending more space-time, talking about general relativity.
So if we got an object with a big enough mass, he's saying it changes surrounding space.
Imagine you got a bed sheet spread out and you put a heavy ball into place. What's gonna happen?
The ball makes a curve in the sheet. Now it's got a different geometry.
You see? And so this curving of space
is Einstein's view of gravity.
3 big effects how we tested this. Starlight benzene at an eclipse. Mercury's orbital precession makes sense. And electromagnetic gravitational redshift.
Got it, so Einstein a beast. And science kept changing, so how do you know when to cease?
If we're talking about finding the boundaries of science, that might be philosophy.
So now we're back to Socrates. Allow me to show off my expertise.
Okay.
I want to take a turn giving the speech, so how about you grab a seat? Started with the Greeks, then to Kepler and Newton. Einstein came with the final solution. All of these physicists working to ground our reality, just like gravity.